Welcome to Wild West Garage. My name's Morgan. That's a 84-ish, 85-ish Chevy square body. I'm not exactly sure what year it is. I think it might even be older, but it's got a newer cab and nose on it. I'm not exactly sure, but it doesn't really matter for what I'm doing here. So the frame on this truck is what I would call typically crusty for the era and the amount of use it's getting or has had on it, and the climate it's in, west coast, the wet coast of BC. So it's we're in a very wet environment here. Not so, wet and warm a lot of the time. So that adds up to rust. So anyways, let's take a look at it. Take a look at what I am doing, what I'm about to do, and what I've done. Because I've already finished the repair at this point, but while I was filming this, the battery in my device crashed on me, so some of the stuff got missed out, but I think for the most part you'll be able to figure out what I did. So let's take a look. So as you can see, it's got a few extra holes. So and we've removed the spring hanger already. I'll show you the other side so you know what it used to look like. And I've gone ahead and welded these angle iron pieces on here, just to hold things together more or less. And so now I'm going to cut this out right about, I'm going to leave that hole there. I'm going to just come in below this hole, cut straight along here below that hole. That's where the spring hanger mounts. And then I'm going to come down here at an angle, and I'll come out here at an angle, maybe out to here. And then once that's in there, then I'll clean the rest of this out. Take this all out, cut through these welds here, and I'm gonna put a piece right across here, join these two pieces of angle iron, and then that'll keep it all in alignment. And then I'll build another piece for here, and I've got a brand new spring hanger to go in. So here's the other side. We got a new spring going in. We're putting new springs in this truck. This side was broken. So, this is, it's a crusty old truck, but I'm trying to keep it going for this guy. Gonna put new shocks in it. And we'll just keep going. Okay, you can see what I'm doing here. Got this plate, welded some tabs on it so it won't fall through the hole. So that's gonna get welded in there now. Okay, got it welded in there. A little bit of cleanup to do. Another little bit of welding there to do. Well, I'm going to go ahead and remove this brace now. There's the finished product, or the end result. As you can see, the frame is pretty scaly, and I actually just noticed this back here the other day. So the bumper is going to be replaced eventually. So once that happens, I'll fix that little spot there. It won't take long. But this was a exercise in just keeping this truck going. It's a work truck. So I think we've accomplished that. Got a set of new springs in it because the other side, that spring was broken. New shackles and everything. all new pins and all, everything's good as far as springs go now. And so just explain a few things that I did here. The patch in the frame, it's pretty self-explanatory. So this inner frame extension, whatever you want to call it, piece here, so you can see what I did on that. It was just rusted out in the center portion. That's where all the dirt gets trapped inside of this trough here. And so that was full of dirt. So because I put this piece on, this hole is quite a bit bigger here now, so hopefully not so much stuff will get trapped in there. And then this brace here, it was just the bottom portion of it that was really rotted off thin, so I just replaced that. And then up here, so this was riveted on, of course, this whole thing was riveted together. And so I nipped the heads of the rivets off with a torch, and then they were still hanging down from the cross member, so you can see what I did there. I just clamped this back into place and then welded right onto the rivets to reattach it. It seemed to be the logical way to do it for me anyways. And there's just a lot of this wasn't a restoration job, it's a preservation job, just a patch. So that's the approach I took on this. And then this e-brake cable mount here is the original part. I just welded it right to that frame extension. It's a separate piece you can see over here that's riveted onto the frame, and I just didn't think I needed to do that. I left this, there's the chunk down there, I just finished cutting it off. I didn't think it was necessary to drill holes in the frame at this point to attach that there. So it's an integral part of the frame extension now. So that's just the way it's going to be. And previously, before I did this repair, I did some brake work on it, and I had to weld up that hole a little bit there so the cable would stay in. So that's part of an old repair that I did last year sometime. So anyways, it is what it is. It's an old truck, and just trying to keep it going for him. We also had the transmission rebuilt. I didn't do that. I sent it out to a buddy's shop. And it's not a bad truck. It's pretty nice actually. It's got some edges, of course, but it's a pretty decent little truck. So anyway, that's what I did. And if that helps anybody, get through a similar situation, I'm glad I could be of help. So thanks for watching. See you next time.